Hi guys, it's Sherry. So today we are going to be working on some new earrings using alcohol ink. So you can see I just have my Primo clay here. It's rolled out to my thickest setting, and this is just scrap clay that I had laying around, but I tried to keep it as white as I could. I have my silk screen. So I basically just want to make sure that I just have my clay to the size that I need, and I don't need anything extra. And we'll go about right there. And you can use any color ink. I am going with the spring colors because I want to do a spring theme. So you're going to want, this is 91% alcohol. So I'm just going to take my paintbrush, and then I am just going to go put a line right across. And just keep making lines right across with your alcohol. Okay. And then I'm going to use fuchsia. Just put one drop. And then I'm going to use yellow with that. I don't like that yellow. I'm going to go with lemon yellow. So just drop them on there. And we will do another line right in between. And this time I'm going to use some green. Oops. Try not to mix it like I just did. Oh, wrong one. Okay, let that set for a minute. Okay, then you're going to get a piece of printing paper and then just lay it straight down. And then lift straight up. Let me put that off to the garbage. So I just want to get the sides here because I know I have ink all up in the sides. And now I'm going to take my silk screen of my little bunnies. Put my paint on. Oh no, it moved. Okay, I'm going to hold it in place because it's not sticking. And then I am just going to go straight down over everything. Okay, and then lift that up carefully. And look at that. How awesome is that, guys? All right, so I'm going to go rinse out my silk screen real quick. All right, so while that dries, we're going to do another one. I just want to make sure this is going to be large enough, and it will be. So get your alcohol again, and we're going to do a different way of this time. And basically do the same thing that we did before. This time I'm going a little bit wider with my lines. I'm going to go with some purple. And we're going to take our fan brush and we are just going to go straight up and straight down. I'm going to weight my brush each time I go over. Get your paper again, go straight down. And then we can once again get our silk screen. I'm going to put it over here so I can reach it better. This time I'm actually going to, I think I might do white. I think white, let's try white on this one. So let's do some metallic white paint this time. Get your squeegee. And then hopefully white will show up nicely on this. I'm going to put this on fairly thick, hoping that it shows up real well. Oh, and look how pretty that looks. Perfect. Okay, so let's go rinse out the silk screen one more time. Okay, guys, look at this. Look how gorgeous these are. Talk about spring. How beautiful and simple are these? So I want to make sure that I'm doing like very springy earrings. So I have a flower cutter. So I'm just going to cut out some flowers here. I'm going to keep it very simple. I just want these to be fun earrings. Make sure we're getting a little bunny's head. And I'll cut out a couple circles for the tops. Let's get this little rabbit. That's a cutie. See if we could get 2 of those. All right, let's see what we got for this one. Let's see, this one, I'm going to do a different kind of flower. Is that dry? Nope, still a little wet. All right, so while that's completely drying, let's get our holes together here in these earrings. The first thing I want to do is lift them up. And I want to kind of clean them up a bit because these are going to be harder to sand in between. So it doesn't matter if you have a little bit there, but if you have a lot, it's going to be a lot harder to clean up when you have to sand them down. So I like to just take my X-Acto knife and go around and cut off any excess that could give me an issue. Especially when you're going in between the flowers, the petals, I mean. So it looks like if I just kind of wiggle my X-Acto knife back and forth on here, it'll clean up those edges inside real nice. Okay, so this is completely dry now, and I have these little tulip cutters, and I think they are so cute, so I want to make sure that I definitely use these. So I want to make a few that I can get, like certain areas. Like I love the little jumping bunny and the little bird. Okay. Look how cute those are. How adorable. Completely adorable. Look how pretty all those colors are. Super happy with that. All right, so this is all my scrap. These guys I don't have to worry about cleaning up because the cutters worked beautifully. So these ones, what I would like to do is I want to take my alcohol ink. I'm going to go with a dark background. I'm going to use purple. I'm going to put it in my container. And I'm going to get my paintbrush. And I'm just going to carefully go around it. And I do not want it dripping over the edge because I don't want it to ruin the front of my piece here. I just want to carefully paint each area here. Oops. And then you'll have a purple back. So just set that down. Okay, so all my pieces now are colored in the back, you can see. And the next step is to poke holes in all of these. So if you have one of these hole punchers and they're filled with clay, this is an old wire that I have from a necklace that I cut. So just put that right through and it'll pop all that old clay out for you. So these ones, I'm not going to do anything with the backs, but I want to make sure I have my holes put in before I bake them. So I am going close to the edge, but not too close, because I don't want my jump ring to bust through the earring. And then I'll just do one on the bottom here and one on the top. You can tell when it starts filling up because the hole isn't as nice. So for the tulip part, you're gonna do one on the bottom, one on the top, and then for the bottom where the, like for the leaves, just one on the top. Yes. There we go. Okay, so once all your pieces have their holes in them, we're gonna place these all in the oven at 275, and then we'll come back and we will finish them up. Okay, for these ones, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you guys. For these ones, I want to take these and just put one at the top of each one. So make sure they're facing the correct direction. So like here is my little bunny rabbit. I want him to show. So I'm actually going to make this the top so you could really see him. Because if you poke a hole in his head, you're not going to really see him very well. And then these, I'm not sure if I want to make these into studs or hang them off of here. But I'm thinking studs. So I'm going to leave those alone. I'm going to put these all in the oven, 275 once again. Okay, guys, so as you can see, all my pieces are out of the oven. They're cured. I started putting some of them together, so this way you wouldn't have to watch me do them all, but I have to show you how beautiful these came out. I'm super excited about these. Look at how adorable. I mean, how cute are those? I mean, just so pretty. I love them all. Like, look at that. These are definitely great for spring. The colors are wonderful. And then what I ended up doing was I took my Tiny Pandora Deep Shine and I coated each and every one of these on the front and the back. And then you can see I added little white dots. So I took my paint marker and I put dots all over, and then I also did it on the back because I wanted the backs to be just as pretty as the front is. So to finish these, all you're going to do is once you take them out of the oven, you'll just sand them down nicely and then get your paint marker. And this is the one that I use. All right, so I just use a regular paint marker and I used white. And I went around all my edges, and you can't get into here. So I took a little paintbrush and I just painted the very edge. And then I took the paint marker and I just put little white dots on the front and the back. And then after that dried, I took my resin and then I brushed on the front, cured that, and then I brushed on the back and cured that. So your next step is I have these little hoops. And they are so simple to use. You just put them in, and then that is it. And you have your earrings. So very, very easy. And then for the studs, I personally don't like them. I didn't think they came out that nice, so I am not going to use these. They're basically just going to go right in the trash. They're just not to my standards, so I'm not going to use these. But for these, I love these. I think these are so pretty. And I didn't do much to these ones. I wanted to keep these kind of simple. So what I ended up doing was I sanded them down. And then I'm going to show you how to put this one together. So I have a bigger jump ring for the bottom. And you just open that jump ring up. You're going to put that through your bottom part. And then you put on your top. And you close that. I did not resin these. I didn't put glaze on these. I just want to keep them just as they are because I just thought they were so pretty and beautiful the way they were. And then I got a smaller jump ring for the top. So you just put those through. And then the fitting or the finding that I'm going to be using is this little ball, and it has a little opening here at the bottom. So you just place that on. Make sure the back, this part is facing back. And then you just close up your earring, or your jump ring, I'm sorry. And then there you go. You have your earring. And look how beautiful. I mean, just so pretty. I think these came out just adorable. I am very, very pleased with these. I almost wish I would have made something much larger because the clay slab that we did was so beautiful the way it was that I almost feel like a smaller earring here does not show how beautiful that slab really was. So I think in the future I'm going to do another slab and make something larger with it. So that I think that's going to be my next idea. But I really hope you guys really enjoyed creating all these beautiful pieces with me. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.